Hey friends, I'm back. I did a couple things behind the scenes. I went ahead and finished up all my painting, okay? I added in a little bit of purple in there. Another thing I did for emphasis is I went darker around my body, okay? So if you look at this, it's much darker around my body and then it becomes lighter as you kind of go into the background, okay? So the reason I did that is for emphasis. All right. Hopefully you took some time to add emphasis to your painting as well. All right. A way to achieve that also is to paint over what you painted before. So once it's dry, you can actually go in and do a second coat, and then you can get a much darker, deeper variation of that color. So friends, our next step is that we're going to be using a thin Sharpie, and we're going to be just going over our lines. Okay. So this is kind of a fun step. It's really easy to do. It's all there for you. You can work kind of quickly actually, because everything's all laid out for you. You don't have to do much thinking here. I'm going to say, if you're talking, keep it down, okay? Really focus on your work, all right? You want to really focus on what you're doing here. Because even though it's all laid out for you, it's easy to make mistakes if you're not paying attention. So do yourself a favor, pay close attention to what you're doing. This is your art. I know you guys care about how things come out. I sure do. I'm doing this at an angle, so it's a little bit hard for me to see. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know you're wondering if you can erase your lines when you're done. The answer to that is indeed you can. Absolutely. All right. So that'll be like the next thing we do, because I'm looking at mine and I see a lot of extra lines that I'd like to get rid of. You can also add a few things. I just added like a little chin there, so you can add stuff like that. I think what I'll do is actually add some lines in my hair. We're not coloring it in here, so don't get this wrong. I'm not actually coloring in anything. I'm just getting my lines, okay? But this is another time where you can kind of fix things up and make little improvements, okay? Because for me, I always look at my art and I see things that I know I could do better, all right? And that is really good self-reflection to find those things. And the great news is we can fix them. So take that time and do your little fixing up as you need to, as you see fit. And our next step after this is going to be colored pencils. So I'll be showing you that. Colored pencil is something that we're going to take our time with. So some of you guys went ahead and made the same design on your shirt that I did. Now, you don't have to stick with that. You can certainly make your own design. So this is a time where you can use that big boy eraser that you have in your caddy, and you can absolutely erase if you did the same thing as me. I think I like to add a little belly button. Why not? Make it your own, okay? You're making it your own. So hang on. I know I'm working kind of fast. You definitely don't have to work as fast as me, but you want to keep a good pace, if that makes sense. So it's like taking your time, but keeping a good pace at the same time. I know it sounds like I'm saying two different things. The difference is I want you to be focused, which is why I want you to keep your conversations down. Sometimes I have students who are absolutely able to work and talk at the same time. And that's great. If that's you, that's really a cool thing if you're able to do that. I'm going to add some of these here. But the truth is, a lot of the students that I teach really have trouble listening to a conversation and working at the same time, okay? They might say that they're able to, but the truth is it's hard for them, okay? So this is one of those situations where you want to think about others, and you just want to make sure that you're not creating a distraction for someone. I'm just trying to hold this up as I go. I have a makeshift tripod going on today because I'm in a different building and I didn't have my tripod with me. I'm going to put some little lines there. I'm almost done with my tracing. All right. I'm not going to show you the erasure step. Erasure is a word, Every time I say this word, somebody laughs and they're like, erasure. Actually, it's a word. So you make erasures with your eraser. So it's the act of erasing something. So I'm adding stuff. I'm looking at it, and you know what? I'm really happy with it. So, hi. I am going to end it here. You guys take a few more minutes to get your lines in, and then we're going to do the erasing step. Okay, guys, see you in a few minutes.